good morning, all of you, and welcome to Speak Bharat, the
Good morning,
ultimate
sir.
TD platform. Okay, so metro. Okay, in this session, we are going to discuss about the metro trains. So yeah, so first of all, tell me what do you know about the metro trains, or if anybody traveled by metro in the past, and how was your experience?
No, sir, I have an metro experience because I lived in Delhi in 2011.
Okay.
So that was great experience. With the help of metro, we can save more time in our daily routine. And in metro journey, it's very we can say reasonable also because
Cheapest.
when we cheapest
Their fare is very cheapest.
their fare is very cheapest and in future purpose metro is best for control our traffic and traffic kind of population because we can't expect what the situation would be in our future. In Indore also metro project is going on and in 2024 it would be complete.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, Pradeep, what do you know about the metro? Do you have any experience by traveling metro?
Yeah, last week PM Narendra Modi launched. Actually, he inaugurated metro in Pune.
Right.
It's actually government spending thousands of crores to build the infrastructure of metro. But I think for future purpose, it's a very good idea because in Pune, in a single day, there is near about 3,000 buses every day running on the roads. So that's why they also make pollution, air pollution, and noise pollution. Also, they make traffic on the roads. So that's why it's necessary for the cities to to run the metros in the cities. So it might be control the pollution also, and it's helpful to control on the traffic also, and people can take advantage of that. Then they cannot need to purchase their own vehicles to travel for a short route. So it's very helpful.
Okay, yeah. Sanket, what do you know about the metro? Do you have experience by traveling metro?
No, sir. I don't have any experience about metro, but I knew about metro. I think according to traffic point of view, metro is a good option in front of us because there is no any kind of the restriction of traffic in metro. So I think this is very good option in front of us.
Okay. So metro provides services only in the city, right? So
Yes,
like
sir.
considering Mumbai or Delhi, okay, so their areas are very crowded. Okay, so one place to another place, if we want to go there from our destination from one place to another, so it takes a lot of time if we use other kind of transportation mode, right? So generally, metro provides services only among the city in the cities. It is not city to city. It is only in the city. Okay. So first, we are going to discuss the advantages. So as Parul has mentioned, cheapest. Okay. So could you explain in detail? Means, can you compare the rate of other transportation mode like taxi or auto rickshaw or private vehicles?
That was my prior experience when in Delhi their fare is too much high if I want to go anywhere. So that if I choose auto or personal cab, so that cost would be very high, I think, because there is so much distance to one place to other place. So in metro fare is very cheap, to 20 rupees or 25 rupees approx. One place to other place. So I think every person can afford this amount and they can save time, traffic, and money also.
Right. So I would like to continue your point. So day before yesterday, means on Sunday, okay, I went to meet my sister at Hadapsar, and I live at Wakad. So I booked that Ola cab. So that time I had to spend around 500 rupees to reach. Okay. So if there is a metro, so obviously I could easily go by spending only 20 or 25 rupees. So we can consider, suppose if you want to go over a destination by a metro, by private taxis or by an auto, okay, or other transportation mode. So we need to give a lot of rupees or we need to spend more money as compared to metro. But metro's prices are very fair and reasonable. So ultimately, in long term, when we make our budget monthly or yearly, so obviously we can save a lot of money. So we can say it is the cheapest mode of transportation, right? Very good. Yes. Next, Pradeep, next advantage.
Okay. Mostly, if I talk about my city, Pune, the advantage is mostly people are suffering from lots of traffic on the roads. So it's helpful to travel in the crowded area. They actually they develop that infrastructure in the main city where people can avoid to travel with their personal vehicle. They can travel through metro. So it's helpful to avoid traffic, and even we can get a good atmosphere on metro stations, even in the metro, instead of traveling with those buses and with auto rickshaws. Even lots of people honking in on the signals.
Right.
So it's peaceful to travel with the metro.
Yeah.
I think metro helps to people to reach their destination in time, because as Pradeep said that there is a traffic issue on the road, so there is no kind of the restriction on metro. So I think with the help of the metro, we can help means we can reach to the destination in time.
Right. I agree with you. Considering traffic, okay. So traffic is another issue. But suppose if you want to go from one place to another place, so obviously there are number of signals are there, right?
Yes.
So we need to spend a lot of time there, and because of this traffic, or sometimes road repairing work is going on. So that time we face a lot of issues. But when we travel by a metro, there are only some stops are available, and on metro stop there only for a few seconds, right? So there is no any kind of signal. So easily we can reach our destination in time. Good. Yes. Next, what do you think? What other advantages of metro?
As a safety purpose, there is a lot of space for old age people and female also, so they can also feel safe in metro. Because when we walk in local buses or auto, so there is very few space for female and old age, so everyone can't take their seat. In metro there is lots of space.
Right. That space is reserved for women or old age
Yes.
people, right?
Yeah, I can talk about the employment. Right now, for a metro, government PMC building a station at Swargate, and they actually making their a mall type of construction just because to build the shops, so people can buy anything from those shops, necessary things. So it might be helpful for the economy also, and it's helpful for the people who actually wants to build their business over there. And many people also getting the jobs in metro. Like Pune Metro is actually run by 7 women. The loco pilot also a woman, and the
Women.
handler of station, she is also a woman. So it's actually supporting the woman empowerment also.
Right. Okay. So obviously, since from construction of metro, okay, to completion of that project, so we need different types of labor, skilled labor, engineers, right? So
Right.
obviously, and the metro's project is going more than 4 or 5 years. It is not completed only in a year. So those people get employment. So ultimately, they can earn a lot of money. There are some engineer, contractors, labor, unskilled and skilled labor, and they are loco pilots, right? And as you have mentioned that about that Swargate station, so there are multi-layer building is available. So it's a kind of mall. So you can do shopping there, as well as you can travel by a metro. And also there are means every 2 or 3 kilometers there is a metro station. So in that metro station also there are some shops are available. So obviously it will be good for them, right? Yes. Next advantage.
There is no any kind of the season restriction on that metro, because if we see the example of the Mumbai local, in the rainy season most of the locals are reduced in number, so
Yeah. Right.
there is no any kind of the restriction on metro, this kind of the restriction.
Because see that there is a some distance between roads to the metro, that right?
Yes, sir.
Because there are beams, and on that beams that metro runs. So obviously, even if there is any natural calamity or some in rainy season. So generally, we observe that in Mumbai, locals are not run, but metro we can transport through metro. Yes, next.
We can say place also.
Place means
Just metro run in three-way underground main road and upside
right,
overbridge.
right.
So
Overbridge.
it's also saving the so many place, because when any BRTS kind of project comes, and it takes so much space
Space on the roads.
on the roads.
Right.
But metro is running very few space and using 3 steps.
Yeah, see, underground as well as on the road and overbridge.
Overbridge.
Good, because see, means in Pune there is a overbridge and sometimes somewhere it is underground. Okay, so obviously wherever there is a overbridge metro, so people can use that entire road below that bridge or that space. Next.
And it's also the metros are running on the electricity, so it's helpful for nature because otherwise the other public transportations like buses, rickshaws, some running on the petrol, diesel, or some
So
CNG,
which make pollution,
which makes
leaves
pollution.
leaves carbon in the atmosphere,
Yes,
environment. Right.
and also the noise pollution also happen due to their engines. But metro is like very
Silently, yeah, it runs very silently. It
yes,
has some voice, but as compared to
as compared to other vehicles.
container or plane, okay,
Right.
it has less voice. So I would like to add one more point. Whenever there is a metro, so their standard of living is high, because suppose the people who purchase flat, okay, before the metro, and the people who live there, so now their rent is very hiked, and their prices of flats also are hiked because of that metro. So we can see that it's good for them, the nearby people, right?
Right.
Because metro has access to reach, whenever there is a metro, so obviously the prices of their flats, lands, shops are increased.
Right.
Is there any other?
Connectivity, improve connectivity, flexible connectivity, because there are so many city where we can't think to go one place to other place. So that time when metro comes, so we can feel easy to go anywhere. So it's improve our connectivity.
Yeah, so I mean, suppose let's take example. Suppose I am not from Pune and I come in Pune and I want to roam across the city. I want to visit different places. Okay, so that time metro is a good option for me. If I don't have any vehicle, two wheeler, four wheeler, so I can use that metro, right? Okay, let's discuss about the disadvantages. There are many disadvantages as well.
Metro connects only main route
Right.
because it is not possible for the metro to connect all local routes and all city areas. I think this is a disadvantage of the metro.
Okay, anybody would like to continue Sanket's point in more detail?
Yes, when we when we think about any go in any colony kind of where we want to go, so that time we can't use metro, because metro connectivity is very
It takes only major routes.
major routes and selected
Area. Okay.
So that time we have to take public transport.
I also would like to continue your both of points. See, when we talk about the major points in Pune city, okay, where the that area is enough crowded and popular in comparison of their rates and flats, and there is a enough infrastructures, right? So metro
Right.
connects only those area of the city. But apart from that, there are so much huge area in Pune city. We means there is no provision for that. So we can go by public transport there, or we can reach there by our auto or private vehicle. But metro doesn't provide this facility to us. So it's a kind of disadvantage. So we
Right.
not by public transport we can go every small part of the Pune city, but it doesn't happen with metro, right? So it's a kind of disadvantage. Next disadvantage.
I think major disadvantage we are suffering from when construction is going on. So there are so many road spaces occupied by them
Good.
before 2 year. So we are suffering a lot with the metro project because road is so much crowded and occupied.
Yeah.
So local.
So I would like to add one more example. In Pune city, there is a curve road, no, curve or null stop. Okay. So last 2 or 3 years, when the work was going on, so that entire middle place was occupied by that metro's project. Okay. So roads were very narrow, and it took around more than an hour to reach, or means instead of means earlier it used to take 15 minutes, but because of that metro project, so many people had to face the traffic issues, and they had to waste their money on fuel, and also they had to waste their time, or they got stuck, or they used to get stuck in traffic. So unless and until that project is completed, people have to suffer a lot, right? Good point. Next, is there any another disadvantage?
Because of metro project, there is so much harm for our natural and natural climates because there are so many trees cutted by government for metro project. So I think ultimately we will suffer for in future because nature is very important in our life.
Right. Also, you can add that acquisition of lands, but it is
Acquisition of,
it is actually
yes.
middle of the road, so that's why government didn't have to take a lot of efforts to acquisition. But generally, when there are such kind of projects like airports, so that time government has to acquire means most of the means many villages for that project, like dam or airports. So that time people have to suffer.
Because in Indore there is so many road who was very green and there was so
Earlier,
much plant earlier, but after metro project they cut
all,
every
all trees were
all
cut.
all trees on
Yeah,
road.
in Pune city as well, whenever there is a trees, okay, on their journey, so all trees were cut.
So it would helpful for local people when we go in summer. So that time we always assume a shade of plant, and in rainy season also who walk by cycle and two wheelers,
Right,
they always want the shade of tree.
right, yes. Next disadvantage.
Actually, most of the people are unaware about metro because there is a automatic doors is there. So
They don't
this
know.
is the disadvantages of the metro for those people.
Newcomers or new people, they don't
Yes, sir.
know
Yes,
how to travel by a metro.
yes, sir.
Okay, also I would like to continue your point. See, in public transport like buses, okay, when we talk about the lower middle class people or poor people or even middle class people, so buses are always crowded, and we don't want to go by buses, but there is no option. So that's why I will choose to travel by metro. But even if the metro is crowded, so there is no use for me, right? Because metro also in some cities, metros are also very crowded, right? Hmm. Because I wanted to avoid that crowd. That's why I have chosen that metro option. But if I face same situation in the metro, so there is no use for me. Next.
Because of metro, rate of the land increases day by day because everyone wants to relocate there. So because of that reason,
Yeah,
rate of the
yeah,
land
yeah. As I
increases day by
mentioned that okay, there is a metro route, so price of flats and their lands are increased.
day.
Right, means more than 10 or 15 lakhs, means 1 BHK in Baner area. Okay, it was 50 lakh rupees earlier, but now it is more than 70 lakh rupees, and 2 BHK it is for 1.5 CR. Right. So because of that metro stations, and there are so many old buildings. Okay, uh, because of metro station, if there is a metro station, so government gives 4 FSI. 4 FSI means earlier if you have 1,000 square foot land, so you can build on that land 1,000 square foot, but now you can build 4,000 square foot.
Here I
So
can
yeah, so
build.
that's why you can see the skyscrapers. Skyscrapers means Gagan Chumbi Imarati. Okay. Next.
I think as a security purpose, we will suffer a lot when we use local public transport kind of Ola cab. That time we can follow their location if we want to send our kids, our older people.
We can share
in
our
our home.
location.
We can share our location. We can track even at the
Right.
end point, but we can't track in metro. Only track the person who is traveling in metro.
Right. Okay.
So that time we can't say feel safe.
Or we cannot share our location
Yes, we
if
cannot
we are traveling by metro.
because we can track easily in public local transport cab kind of. So that time we feel safe. Our person is going correct route and reach their destination. But in metro we can't feel.
Yeah. Okay. So is there any other disadvantage, Sanket?
So actually, instead of increasing number of metro, we can improve local because we don't need to build new lines to run that metro.
But in Pune city, there is only one local, Pune to Lonavala. That's it.
Yes, Pune to Lola.
That's why I mentioned that. Okay, Pune, like Pune cities. Okay, instead of spending thousands crores of rupees on those metro, obviously it is good. I'm not saying that it is not good, but apart from that, government should focus on some public transport and their e-buses. Okay, there should be more number of buses on the road. So first, whatever problems we have at present in our society, the government should focus on first that, right? If the people start feeling good by traveling buses, private buses, so after that we can focus on metros.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So that's it for today. Okay. So anybody would like to conclude today's topic?
I think the government should plan for for 100 years, because every time they just plan for 10 to 20 years. So that's why many projects they fail, like
Right.
BRT.
Mm-hmm.
The mismanagement of traffic, just that happens just because of failure of their plans.
Right.
I think their engineers should mostly focus on the planning of 100 years.
Yeah, if our government start planning for next 100 years, so there is no need for election, okay? Because if we do so how can they earn money by giving contracts or by taking bribes or those things? That's why they have to. Government sometimes they want people should face such kind of problems, and when they will mention that problems in the elections, and they can ask votes, right?
Yes.
By pointing out those problems in the society.
Right.
Okay, so that's it for today. So shall we stop today?
Yes.
Okay, bye bye everybody. Clap for everyone. Very nice. Good.
Bye bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
Yes. Bye.